What's up, y'all? Thank you for connecting to Divine Star Energy. Today's video, we're talking about the sun in the sign of Scorpio. The sun in astrology represents the area of life where you shine. It's where you're most comfortable, what you're focused on in this lifetime, and it's what your ego is attached to. The sun represents your self-identity, your self-expression, how you project yourself out to others in the world as well. The zodiac sign of Scorpio represents transformation, intensity. It represents plutonic things. It's ruled by the planet Pluto. So death, rebirth, and sometimes crisis situations. It's not really the most approachable side. It's either people feel like you're out to get them or you're out of their league. Like they feel scared to be around you or they want to actually get with you. Like you might come off as very dark and intimidating or sexually alluring and magnetic to them. Either people want to be with you or they want to be you. Scorpio represents power and it's associated with the sexual organs as well. So some people, they want to have sex with you, or like I said, they're really scared of you. It's a fixed water sign, so you could be really stuck in your ways. And some people, just feel that intensity and that coldness and that energy from you and just be like, I don't know. Something about them is just kind of mysterious. And as Scorpio energy, you like to be mysterious because you like people not being able to figure you out, but you want to figure everyone else out. You can be a bit impulsive in your nature because you're ruled by Mars traditionally, but you might, attract the wrong people because you're attracted to that type of Martian type of energy of people who might be a little bit more badass or, bad boy side. But as you grow and evolve, you just want peace. And you stop being so probing and stop trying to dig underneath the surface of people that you won't let dig underneath your surface. Like Scorpio energy is the type of energy that if you ask them like, hey, what are you doing on Saturday? They'll be like, why? Like, or what's up? Like, they don't want you to ask them what they're doing on Saturday. They want you to state your intentions up front. They like you to be straightforward and blunt with them, because otherwise they're going to feel suspicious about that. The beating around the bush is suspect to them. So it's better to just be straightforward with them. Scorpio is healing energy, is sexually magnetic energy. This is why after some people, either have a deep emotional connection with Scorpios or have physical sex with Scorpios, their lives are completely changed forever. They're transformed for the better or for the worse. It just depends on what type of people they're dealing with and their level of personal evolution. Scorpio is the most powerful zodiac sign in the entire zodiac because it represents transformation. It represents death, and they have to go through a certain transformation before they evolve into who they truly are going to be at their highest evolution of themselves. They're very passionate people. They don't care what everybody else says about them or thinks about them or how extreme other people think they are. They know they're intense. They know they're, possessive sometimes and emotionally intense, and outwardly they're reserved, and deep down, they're boiling like volcanoes. Like, you never know when they're gonna just go off. And they're always investigating you. They assume that you're guilty until you prove yourself innocent. It's not the other way around. They want to know your deepest secrets and intentions to make them feel safe, but you'll never feel like you fully know a Scorpio person. They'll always be mysterious. They, yet need you to be consistent and prove yourself. And, they don't want to hear what you are going to do. They just want to see the results of that. They'll continue to test you psychologically. In the beginning, they'll run all kind of little tests just to see how you'll respond to it, and pretend they don't notice certain things that they know damn well they just let slide. Even though they caught you being sneaky, they pretend like they didn't know or they didn't see, because they're going to bring it back up later after you forget about it, probably at a time when you're trying to confront them about some sneaky shit you might be thinking they're doing. Like 3 weeks later, you know, you're like, hey, why'd you get a what you doing text at 2 o'clock in the morning from Pizza Hut? And they're like, oh, you remember that time blah 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 happened? So, you know, they appreciate honesty, but if you with the shits, they with the shits too. You want to play games, they'll play games with you, but good luck, because forgiveness don't come easy with a Scorpio. It might not come at all, depending on how bad you hurt them. They're very vengeful people, especially the women. Like, if you think about that movie, it's a thin line between love and hate, with Lynn Whitfield and Martin, and you know how he just couldn't resist her. She was just irresistible. She was just so sexually alluring to him that he just felt like he just had to have it. But he almost lost his life. And that's how deep Scorpio energy can be. That's how intense it can be. If you listen to the lyrics to the soundtrack of that movie, it's a thin line between love and hate. It's what the sweetest woman in the world can be the meanest woman in the world if you make her that way. You keep on hurting her, she keeps it inside. She might be holding something. Oh, I know what it is. Oh, you keep on hurting her, she keep being quiet. She might be holding something inside that'll really, really hurt you one day. Like, I can't sing, but you get the point. She's really vengeful. Hurt people is how they operate, because they feel so deeply, so they also equally hurt very deeply, and they want to make you feel however hurt you make them feel. Like, you know, you can't imagine the type of pain a Scorpio person feels when they feel that sting of betrayal. It's like getting bit by a snake, or a fucking scorpion, or a fucking lethal injection. Like, that shit ain't, it's not fun. So if you don't want to feel it and you don't want to experience their wrath, then just stay loyal, stay on the up and up, because these people are the kings and queens of ghosting. Like, you're completely dead to them. If, you know, you think you're going to play the silent game with them, they're the wrong people for it. They know that 70 to 93% of communication is nonverbal, and they will use that ability to stay quiet against you. They're all for the psychological games. You cannot play a psychological game on the Scorpios. They invented that shit. Like, they'll ignore you until you turn into a sack of bones. Like, you'll be a fucking skeleton before they ever break the silence if you want to play the silent game. Like, they'll block you for ignoring them if you're mad. Like, oh, you don't want to talk to me right now? Okay, well, I'll make it so you're never able to talk to me even when you want to talk to me. Like, they have to have the power and the control over the situation. That's just Scorpio for you. So the silent treatment, I'm sorry, it's never gonna work. Sorry to break the news to you, but they'll, you know, mentally be thinking about you, and, you know, they'll have the urge to reach out to you, but they're never gonna do it. It's no way. They will fight themselves. They'll fight the urge to respond. It won't happen. So, you know, if you're in for life, kind of like joining the gang. So be careful what you sign up for. Because Scorpio energy, they put you on like it's a lot of mental energy going on. So they put you on like a mental psychological contract where, you know, if you void that contract, you know, there are all types of potential threats that might happen, you know, and they're not gonna let you know what they're capable of doing. They're just going to show it to you at a time when you least expect it, at the time when you're most vulnerable, because again, they want to make you feel as bad as you caused them to feel. But the, you know, more evolved Scorpios are definitely very intuitive. They're very healing. They're very encouraging to others. And they're able to really change people's lives for the better, and in return they change their lives as well once they, you know, learn that they shouldn't manipulate people emotionally. Even though they're very sensitive and they're able to pick up on other people's emotion, they shouldn't, you know, play games with people. Even if they've been hurt before, they need to focus on how to heal and how to become better and more evolved people themselves, and focus their energy on, you know, their businesses and their careers and, you know, positive things, and get therapy when they need it, instead of just letting everything stay bottled up and exploding, and then, you know, it's too late for anybody to fucking calm you down and you end up in some fucked up situations. So Scorpio energy definitely values really truthful commitments. If you could give a Scorpio 100%, then yeah, you got a ride or die partner for life. You know, you have loyalty for life. If you pass their test, you know, your family, your blood, your soul bonded to them. And that's all they ultimately want, because they've been hurt before. They've been through power and control struggles throughout their whole lives. They've been struggling. They've been in crisis situations. They, you know, whether it's a physical struggle where they just didn't have enough resources that they needed, or a mental struggle where emotionally, you know, they didn't have nourishing, something took place, and for them to be able to open their hearts up again and give someone else a chance. This is why they are so secretive, and, you know, they're trying to protect something. They're trying to protect themselves. They're trying to protect their hearts, and they're trying to protect you as well, because, you know, Scorpios don't want to go to jail. That's that I ain't no killer, but don't push me type of energy. But yeah, so comment below, where is your Scorpio sun in your chart? What house is your Scorpio sun in? This will let me know the area of life where this energy plays out the most in your life. And until the next video, which will be Sun in Scorpio. Sun in Scorpio. We just did Sun in Scorpio. So until the next video, that will be the Sun in Sagittarius. I'll holler at y'all, scorpions, snakes, phoenixes, and whatever other symbols y'all have. Nah, it's like 3 for real, but yeah, it's been real. Hit the like button if you like it. Hit subscribe if you want to see more.